Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, guys, subhanallah, this is something I've done a vlog on um, in the past on the Al's channel. At any rate, just a continuation on that, subhanallah. Through the length and breadth of specifically the UK, what we've noticed is this phenomena occurring, subhanallah, which is these crop circles. I'm sure you guys have heard about it here and there. At any rate, it seems to be attributed, at least by these people, it's a cult and it's a little movement. We're pushing this agenda of extraterrestrial beings visiting man and communicating with them via these intricate patterns that they're leaving on these harvests and crops on these on the farmlands across the length and breadth of the country. Subhanallah. My position always has been that there's something very dark about this, and it's all sacred geometry, and they're connecting it to these extraterrestrial beings. And again, it's another psyop, but it's done in collusion with Nabab Jinn. Okay, and it's the Jinn that are basically creating these circles. I want you guys to watch this with a very, very sharp eye for scrutiny, subhanAllah. Because as far as I'm concerned, what we see, the apparitions and what this lady is seeing, are actually Jinn, who are basically then creating these crop circles. And it's all part of this psyop on the Ummah that they intend to basically unfold in a not so distant future with this false extraterrestrial contact, which will then be, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, will be followed by the appearance of Dajjal, who will also claim extraterrestrial origins. And I think even then, just like they do over here, where they have a thesis and an antithesis, and the synthesis is obviously what they seek to achieve in conclusion of those two opposites uh, uh, fighting against each other. In the same sense, what you've got over here is chances are the Dajjal will claim to have come from another constellation, whilst we've got another false extraterrestrial beings claiming to have come from this binary star system, which are the Sumerian gods, by the way, subhanAllah. If you've done your research or you've been keeping up with what I've been presenting so far, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. But these are sort of the patterns that I'm seeing surfacing, right? So let's just watch this together and take it from there. Now, these are very indicative and very similar to the sort of light orbs we've been seeing in Jerusalem, subhanAllah, above the dome, right? We've seen these sort of apparitions occur above the dome and some other places across the globe as well, subhanAllah. People have been attributing this to extraterrestrial apparitions, when in fact, as far as I understand that and believe in my heart of hearts, these are Nabab Jinn, who are part of the psyop, in collusion with the military arm, using technology, using holographic technology as well. And there seems to be an amalgamation of all these technologies to handle that. Okay, there seems to be an amalgamation of all these technologies through which they're actually trying to unfold this psyop to convince humanity, subhanallah, that extraterrestrial beings do in fact exist, when these are third dimensional beings, jinn basically, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Now these apparitions are appearing above crops in a farm, right? And this lady's recording it as we speak. They take the same form, and we see this all over where other people are recording it, subhanallah. Same apparitions. Especially when they turn up on farmland, they leave in their wake these very intricate geometric patterns, which just can't be done with humanly impossible, especially to achieve
Oh
overnight.
my God. This is taken from from Avebury. There's 3 lights now. My God, there's going to be a crop circle there tomorrow morning. Oh, wow. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come here. Oh, 4. Come here. Oh my God. Here's another one. I can't believe this. Oh my God. Oh, oh my God. Dad.
So this is what they've left in their wake following that night in the morning.
Thanks, guys. Hello. July 27, 2010. A new crop circle is discovered, and I'm here about 12 hours after it was discovered. It's about 8 p.m. right now. It was announced this morning. It's really intricately laid, very beautiful work. It's really big, and the work is really good. And there's a lot of things like this that it's really intricate. And there's something like this. There's crops going this way, crops going this way, and crops going this way. Interestingly, these circles that goes all the way like this has this opening here that has a line that goes underneath the whole lay. It goes, see, it's still going underneath. You see, under the top layer, there's another layer that is going straight through, another circle here, another circle, another circle. It goes straight through. Underneath all this mess, I mean the stuff that is on top, there's a layer that's going straight through the center of each of the ring. Underneath, keep going. This, it's wrapped up. So this line that is underneath, see, continues straight through to another circle. It's really intricate. There's one here that has been wrapped up tightly. From here.
Okay, so this was what that apparition left behind in their wake. And again, what I'm looking at, and this is the first time I've seen this video, but what I see is 6 Vesica Pisces. This shape over here is a Vesica Pisces. And the Vesica Pisces is indicative of, at least in the occult, the all-seeing eye, the phallic symbol, the pineal gland. Above that, what you've got is this sun symbolism, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. And then what you've got in the center of the Vesica Pisces, which I've told you about, for the apotheosis of man and the pure Luciferian doctrine that even Albert Pike was speaking of as a Freemason, is that they believe in the opposites and merging those opposites. So what you've got in the center of this Vesica Pisces, which is the all-seeing eye, is a shaded and a non-shaded circle. So you've got the black and the white, just like the Freemasonic checkered board. And this is what basically lies at the center of their beliefs. And then what you've got is the Star of David. If you connect the 3 points here and the 3 points here, subhanAllah, what you've got is the Star of David, as above, so below. So again, all of these occult references that I could see, I mean, I probably have to look at it a bit more carefully in order to try and make some sense out of what is being communicated in terms of sacred geometry. But these are the sort of things that we're witnessing across the length and breadth of the country, and it's been happening for the last maybe 20, 25, 30 years, subhanAllah. So it seems to be a very integral part of this psyop world over. One of the many psyops that together intending using all sorts. I mean, it's not just the crop circles, but you've got the mainstream media, you've got the film industry, and you've got academia, and everyone together, or well, at least it's structured, right? It's a very carefully manufactured psyop, and the intent behind all of this is to convince humanity of the existence of extraterrestrial beings, which I believe is going to lend into a false extraterrestrial contact very soon. and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. My position always has been that this will happen during the exit of the binary star system of Al-Najm Thaqib, when it leaves, and all the destruction that we'll see in its wake. And during and around this time, they intend to also visit on the Ummah an economic collapse as well as World War III, and through the psychological and physiological trauma that the Ummah will endure, they intend to. I mean, this is how they do even these sort of uh, black ops called MK Ultra, where they basically subject the victim to a lot of abuse and a lot of trauma, and then they create a blank canvas, as it were, in their mind's eye, and then create a new personality for them. You become that much more impressionable through trauma, and they understand that. They've been studying this. They've been basically doing all sorts of black ops, experimenting on this, and now they're looking to on a en masse, wholesale scale, using, and Iblis Lanatullah alayhi is looking to exploit the return of this star, and using that as an opportunity to do it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Jazakallahu khairan wa ahsanul jaza for your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.